Hello, everybody. It's Mr. Cook, and it's Friday. All right. Hope everybody had a good week. Can you give me a hoorah for Friday? Hoorah! All right. So, as we do every Friday, I'm going to tell y'all some stories about Boudreaux and Thibodeau. But today, we're going to just have Boudreaux because Thibodeau, he wasn't feeling too good. And he put himself into a self-induced quarantine, because he think he got the coronavirus. But Boudreaux said, in no way Thibodeau got the coronavirus. Because Thibodeau, he bites heads off crawdads, he eats shrimp and raw oysters, and there ain't no way the coronavirus could live 10 minutes inside of Thibodeau. So anyway, we want to tell a story about Boudreaux. Now, Boudreaux lived in Louisiana, in Crawfish, Louisiana, which is just south of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, which everybody knows that Baton Rouge is the capital of Louisiana. So Boudreaux lived in a shack down by the bayou, and this rich guy come and bought the land next to Boudreaux, and he put up big high fence around that land. And he started raising deer and wild pigs and ducks and rabbits and squirrel. Oh, that reminds me. If things are getting hard, I've got a real good recipe for genuine Arkansas fried squirrel. If you want it, just let me know. So anyway, that guy built that fence and got all that wildlife in there. And he would lease it out, and people would come hunting, and they would shoot whatever they wanted to out of that high fence there. And so one day, a guy from up north, a Yankee, up around Shreveport, come down, and he leased that land, and he went hunting, and he shot him a duck. And that duck flew off, and it went across that fence, and it hit Boudreaux's roof, tin roof. And the duck slid down that tin roof and landed in the yard. So here comes that city guy. He opened the gate and went in Boudreaux's yard to get that duck. And Boudreaux come out and said, "What you doing on my place, boy?" That city guy said, I shot this duck and I'm going to get it. That Boudreaux said, "No, that's not your duck, that's my duck." The guy said, "Hey, I've been hunting like here for 3 days and all I've shot is this duck. I want this duck." Boudreaux said, "No, it's my duck." That's Cajun law. Cajun law says if you shoot an animal and it falls on somebody else's place, it belongs to the guy that owns the land. So they kept arguing about it, and Boudreaux and that city guy bargaining about who owned that duck. And Boudreaux said, "Let's do this the Cajun way." And that city guy said, "Okay, what's that?" Boudreaux said, "What happens is I'll come over and I will punch you as hard as I can in the belly. And then after I get through, you can come punch me as hard as you can in the belly. And we'll keep doing that till one of us gives up." Boudreaux said, "I'll go first." And the city guy said, "Why don't you go first for? How come you get to go first?" Boudreaux said, "Because that's the Cajun rule that the landowner gets to go first." You know what? That really ain't no Cajun rule. Boudreaux just made that up. That city guy, he won't know the difference. No, the city guy said, "Well, okay." So Boudreaux walked over there, and he drew back his fist, and he punched that guy in the belly as hard as he could, and knocked the breath out of him. You ever had the breath knocked out of you? That hurts. You think you're going to die, but you don't. But it really hurts. And that guy, he was gasping for breath, and he couldn't catch his breath, and he went down on his knees, and then he went plop, right in the dirt in Boudreaux's yard, because Boudreaux ain't got no grass. So anyway, about 30 minutes of that rolling around, screaming and hollering about how bad that hurt, that city guy, he finally gets up and he says, well, I guess it's my turn now. And Woodrow looked at him and said, never mind, you can have that duck. Did you get it? Woodrow, he lived on the bayou. He could shoot any duck he wanted to. It wouldn't make no difference. So, last week, Miss Cook said I talked way too much. So, I'm going to cut it short this time. So, I want y'all to study hard. Remember, let's say a prayer for Thibodeau that he get better. And study hard. Wash your hands. Remember, don't touch your face. And remember the Alamo. Bye, everybody.